this offense to take a big step forward. He is done today, but there we go. Looking to throw, has his target. Murray going up top, and there is Aruarie with it. Now the Steelers in the second half, heavy set. We go back to Stallings and through the tackle attempts. Set down the middle and takes the big hit. But this was not the debut we were looking for. And in the following week, it would be another loss. And the hits would just keep coming. We pick up our first win of the season, 19-17. In goal, Pickett throws down to the bottom goal here. Brissett throwing, and this time he finds his target. And it will hit home, coughed up, ball still out, and jumped on. As Pickett goes up top, Godwin can't hold on to it. And this one would eventually come to an end. And following that disappointing start to season 2, where we thought we were going to see a lot more success with some of the changes that we made, we only won one game. It was a close one, and the 4 losses really weren't close, and it came down to turnovers being a problem with Pickett. Additionally, injuries were a massive problem for us, and as we start today, again, we're going to see how far we get today depending on how the team does. We'll be without Aaron Donald for 1 game. Cansey's going to miss the next 3. We also are out Dane Jackson 2 more games. But we made a couple moves in between episodes to help try to fill out some of these injury spots. So today, we introduce 2 new players. Gross Matos has been brought in. We made a trade with the Broncos. We gave them a 4th round pick, but we also got a 7th round back. Additionally, trade with the Jets. We gave them a 3rd and a 5th round, and we bring in starting cornerback Christian Benford. And additionally, we made a couple changes here to our specialists. So KJ Hamler is getting the start today at slot receiver. We're gonna see if he just provides a little bit more than what Watson was doing. And on top of that, Jarrett is gonna get potentially a little bit more opportunity to see the field as he's going to move to slot receiver too. And when it comes to the D-line, Jones and Gross Matos, they're going to play on the outside pass rush. Ioannidis and Anderson, at least for this first game until we get back Aaron Donald, will be the rush DTs. And we have been given a pretty soft start to today's episode as it's the Washington Commanders up first. They are 2-4, though they have some good guys on defense, led by Max Crosby. Would love for us to pick up a win here, get us on the right track as we are currently 1-4 thanks to our early week 6 bye. The Bengals 4-2, we will definitely be seeing them this episode, and those could be key games as we move forward. And as we jump into our first offensive drive of the day, we went through a 3-and-out with the defense, now inside the 30, looking to add some points here. Pickett, he's throwing, going to find Brenton Strange, gain of 5. Really hoping we see a good bit more of the double tight end sets, a lot more of Brenton Strange in this one. Didn't see too much of him last time, which was not the plan. We continue tweaking the playbook if we must, but we've got a touchdown to get us going. Chris Godwin crosses the field and crosses the goal line. And with another 3-and-out forced by the defense, offense right back out. Now, one thing I did not mention at the top of the episode, as we have another pass here, Pickett looking to escape, but he does not. Bobby Okereke, which is kind of a weird way to shift into this because he did not scramble well on that. But we did tweak the play style for Pickett heading into this game as Connor will pick up 4 yards. He was a balanced quarterback style. We've moved him to be a scrambler. I think that's okay to do because that's what would happen. Coaching adjustments. Tell your quarterback run a little bit or don't run a little bit. Since he's struggled to throw the ball, he takes a big hit, and we're going to have to punt this one away. But with him struggling to complete those passes, just wanted to add that element. Now we jump forward to essentially the 2-minute warning here. It's been a very defensive battle as we don't quite get back there for the sack. Derek Carr rolls, nearly finding the first down to Osborne. will end up bringing up a 3rd and 1. At the 45, they need about the 47. Play action, Carr dumping it off to the flat and picking up the first, getting off the first tackle, but not picking up much thereafter as Bradley Bozeman shaken up. Though I do have to say, very happy with how this defense is playing considering all the injuries up front for us. Carr having to roll, Abdullah forces the throwaway. That's one thing we're very much lacking on this defensive line right now is speed. Abdullah Anderson nearly found it though. 2nd and 10. Carr, pretty clean pocket. He finds Osborne who stretches but does not pick up the first. It's 3rd and inches, just shy at about the 40. They will go with another throw. Carr up top, wide open as the running back who will easily pick up the first down. It's definitely been the best drive for the Commanders so far today. Most have been 3 and outs. Their last drive they moved, they just couldn't finish. Carr throws through the hands of his intended target. He's 9 of 17 to get going, so whether it's just been great coverage or drops, bad passes, can't quite tell because we jumped through it. As we're under a minute left here, it's a wild throw from Derek Carr. Benford did not have to do much on that. 3rd and 10, they go spread empty. 2 up top, trips down below. Pocket holding long enough for Carr to look to scramble. Not going to get by Maddox. It will be a field goal attempt as we call a timeout with 40 seconds left. The kick is up. It's looking good, and they are on the board. We've got 37 seconds, 2 timeouts, and we've got some good down the field targets. Let's see if we can at least come away with a field goal here before halftime, as Pickett will just avoid losing any yards. Loss of 1, we call a timeout. Don't feel like the spread empties have been all too successful for us. We go 2 spread either side, including a Okonkwo to the right. KJ Hamler over on the left, gets a good cross, put it out for him, gets the catch up at the 45. And if we could maybe get another 15 or so yards, we'd be around field goal range here. As we change up the look, Pickett looking to scramble, try to buy some time, tosses it up, and it's picked. Well, he tried to find Hamler, but definitely didn't happen. One of those situations you try to make something out of nothing, and it doesn't really work in your favor. We could have thrown it away, we had time, forced it. And so the Commanders now have an opportunity to draw things back closer. But good coverage downfield, locking everyone down. That time Aruwarie knocks it away. 13 seconds left, they'll probably need around that 40, so 12-ish yards away. Pass rush does not get there. They get the dump off to Smith. Only a gain of 5. They call their second timeout. 8 seconds left. They can look for a quick play, set up the field goal. Play action, though. The sack comes in. Number 93, I believe, is Gross Matos. With 4 seconds left, they'll go for the end zone. Carr backing up, loading up as it's going downfield. It's not caught. Jarred free by Aruwarie. We'll head through halftime. Oh, we started this game with a quick score. Would love to start the second half with a quick one as well. We're a couple minutes in as we've just ran the ball. We start with that here. Stallings late to get to the outside. He will only pick up 2 rushes for him, 6 yards. One thing I do like, though, is that we are rotating the running backs. All 3 are getting some amount of playing time each game. 2nd and 8, we go with a toss. This time, Connor. Actually, a really good block there from Godwin, though. Connor a little bit shaken up. He has struggled with injuries this season. Luckily, only one of them has taken him out of a couple games. He heads to the sideline for now. 3rd and 2, Stallings back in. As we hand it off down the middle, some ground and pound. We'll pick up a good push there at the end, close to 7. When you only needed a couple, that works out pretty well for us. 1st and 10 at the 15. Red zone trip here. We've got a tight look. They bring the blitz. We throw. Getting the catch is Brenton Strange. Love that he's already had 2 catches in this one. Coming into this game, he only had 1. A little bit of some play action. Pickett will look to scramble, but a great stop by DJ Reader. We nearly saw that play style come into effect there. 3rd and 7. 2 to either side. Pickett throws down to the bottom, and Godwin maybe turn and face your quarterback. Should have been a first down. Instead, we'll have to settle for a field goal attempt here. Ryland comes on out. This one from about the 18.5. It is up, and we take a touchdown lead. And a very defensive game. Every possession counts. Commanders into plus territory here as they need a touchdown. Carr has an open target down the middle. I believe TJ Hawkinson has him down inside the 15. Haven't given up too many of those big plays today. First one for him is a key one. Carr looking for the end zone, just overthrowing T-Hawk. Really disappointing throw. I'm glad it wasn't our guy. 2nd and 10, still at that 14. Carr looking to throw, dumping it off and missing his target. 50% on the day for Carr. And that could be a pretty large reason why they only have 3 points. 3rd and 10. They need the 4 for a fresh set of downs. Carr stepping up, throwing too far out in front of Smith, who found the space. Honestly, not sure I can say the defense playing a great game, but Carr playing poorly. I'll take it either way. There's a field goal unit out here to try to pull back again. They'll hit a 3. And now trying to get some more points ourselves while running some clock. We're about 6.5 minutes left in the game. Into the red zone as Connor back in this one. 23 carries, about 90 yards. With his injury problems, we might need to try to rotate him a little bit more, get stalling some more reps. But he's got space up top, just has to beat one stiff arm, and well, the rally came in. They drag him down at the 3, make it goal to go. As we come out with 2 receivers up top, 1 down to the bottom. Back to Connor, looking for space, and stood up at the line. Do like the play call, though. Try to spread him out. Now we're tightening up here. Single back set. 1 receiver either side. We've got a pulling tight end as Connor will maybe squeeze out a yard. These plays good for running clock, but not so good for getting some points, as it's now 3rd and goal at the 2. We got a bunch up top, 1 below. Kenny Pickett going all the way. Jahan Dotson, count it. Toe taps at the very edge, nearly in that white paint, but we find our 2nd touchdown of the day. What an absolutely beautiful catch. One more look at those toe drags. With that, we now take a pretty solid lead here. 4:20 on the clock. We have an 11-point lead. Derek Carr has to start hitting some passes here. As he goes for the flat, he finds his guy, gain of 9 and out of bounds. They're going to need to do that a whole lot more. As on 2nd and 1, they come out with the heavy look. They'll go with the play action. Carr across the middle. Open target, catches spinning off, and tack on an extra 15 to the end. Smith with a gift wrapped in a bow with that face mask. 1st and 10, down to the 29. Single back set, Carr still looking to throw. But pass rush will arrive. It is Martin. My bad, earlier I said Gross Matos. No, it is Martin making the play. Gross Matos 55. He's actually playing nose tackle on this one. Not exactly what I want him doing, but hey, whatever we got to do with everyone injured. As Smith reverses field, he gets picked up, slammed down by Jones. Makes it 3rd and 5 after the gain of 5. Under 3.5 minutes left. Derek Carr in the pocket. He's got time. Throws to his target, diving. No call yet on if that's a touchdown. Penalty, though, will make sure it isn't. Anton Harrison with that holding call. He's had a couple penalties in this one. Make it 3rd and 15. Bunch up top for Carr. As he goes deep down the middle, wide open again. 84 gets another grab. Down to the 3. As they got 1st and goal for maybe the first time today. 2 up top, 1 below. Said that strangely. Carr backs up, throws out of the back of the end zone. They need the touchdown here, a stop on defense, or they need the onside. 3 timeouts in their back pocket as well. 2nd and goal. Derek Carr, quick throw, finds KJ, but he stepped out prior to the catch. Though there's not the flag for it, and now there's a challenge. I don't know what's happening here. He definitely stepped out of the back of the end zone prior to coming in to get that catch. But I'm very curious to see what they say here. Foot maybe landed in bounds. And in fact, they're giving him the touchdown. And they have a 2-point try here. Don't agree with it. Trying to make this a field goal game. Derek Carr, quick throw. T-Hawk adds on the 2. Make it 17-14. We need the ball, and we've got to run out this clock. James Conner over 100 yards on the day. We're going to need him to finish strong here as we go play action. Okay, downfield overthrows Jahan Dotson nearly to the safety. That would have been a really unfortunate situation. I would love for you, Pickett, to just hand off the ball here. We come out with a single back set looking to throw again. This is definitely not how I built the playbook. But Ekwonu nearly picks up the first. 3rd and 2. And we're also now inside the 2-minute warning here. Would love a double to backer. They only got one of them. We go with a stretch. Conner, he's got space. Just use it. Thank you. That hesitation had me worried. Timeout starting to be called by the Commanders as we go with a stretch. Conner gonna shuck off of one but not create space. No gain. Second timeout called. A first down would just about seal it. As it's another stretch, he runs straight into the corner. Will pick up about a yard. No more timeouts. Kind of 3rd and game right here. 2 spread either side. Kenny Pickett will look to throw. They bring a blitz. We've got an open target. It's Okonkwo. First down to the 40. And indeed, Madden AI coming through smartly here. We will let it tick down to 000. We start today with a big defensive win, though they made it interesting there late. Offense, for the most part, pretty solid. We missed some plays here and there, but that is a complete performance. Now we just need to do that against some higher competition. But in the next few games, the boys just would not be able to replicate the success of that Commanders game. A narrow loss to the Giants, 18-17. And it looked like heartbreak after that. 37-22, 24-9. Neither one of those really a close game. We'll jump through the stats of these real quick. Just wanted to see what went wrong. What could have been improved from these. And while a passing touchdown definitely could have helped, though, Kenny Pickett, not a bad game. He was sacked 3 times, 65% completion, 206. No interceptions, I will take. ETN, solid day running. Pickett actually ran the ball a good bit there, same amount of yards as Conner, who did have a touchdown. And Stallings only 3 carries. Going into this game, I did update the auto sub, so still not quite looking like rotation happening there. Receiving wise, it says Okonkwo has a receiving touchdown. Did I miss the backup coming in to throw? No. So something weird happening there, but Chig did have a touchdown in this one, so guess that part's good. Britton Strange did at least get one more catch, so there's something there. Who gave up the sacks? One for several different people. Who got the sacks? Any for us? Split between Maddox and Aaron Donald, his first game back. Tackles for a loss. We had a problem with Isaiah Foskey, but we did get 6 from Aaron Donald and Ioannidis combined, and then Pinnock picked up 1 and Patrick Jones, so not too bad. Kicking, you know, it's what we expect from Chad Ryland. We might need to find another kicker moving into next year. Now, in the more high-scoring games, defense struggled massively in the second quarter in this one. 20 points given up with almost 400 passing yards, and it doesn't look like we got the running game going at all. Only 72. Kenny Pickett, 4 interceptions, so he saved them all from the previous game to double them up here in the following. 52% completion. Not good when Mac Jones is out dueling you. Rushing-wise, Breece Hall, good game. Not so good for Conner. Only 2.3, but did get the touchdown. He had 16 carries. Stallings had 4, so still not seeing much of a rotation there. Josh Downs, really good game. Godwin, good game. We gave up a receiving touchdown to Hall. Okonkwo with another touchdown. And we gave up one to Higbee. And once again, Britton Strange with another singular catch. Defensively, we got some tackles for a loss in this game, just a whole lot spread out, no particular person dominating. Donald and Weaver got a sack. Now, Weaver played in this one because Jones got injured, so we had to do some rotation there, which was really good that we picked up Gross Matos. He's helping fill out a lot. And the interceptions went to one to each person, but Benford did get one in this game, so there is that. And kicking, well, Ryland didn't attempt a single field goal. And in the last game, we actually did pretty well, at least yard-wise. We had almost 100 more yards than the Chargers, though we only managed 3 field goals in this game. Turnovers, I mean, there was one, no touchdowns for Pickett. Tua did have 3 against us, but the completion percentage not good for either. James Conner, that is a good rushing day. 5 yards on average. Joe Mixon, 5.9. He had a pretty good one. Pickett did fumble, so though he did have 2 turnovers in this one. Stalling 6 carries. Receiving, Mixon just had a great game. Godwin, solid, pretty decent for Okonkwo. No touchdown for him in that one. Fant did get a touchdown as well as Mike Evans. And this time, no catches for Brenton Strange. That's unfortunate. And we had 3 sacks in this one, 2 for Aaron Donald, 1 for Matthew Ioannidis. And once again, Ryland missing points as he goes 3 of 4 on field goals. So we could have had 12 points. But as we sit about midway, slightly past of the season, our division really isn't doing very well. Our top guy in the Bengals are just barely above 500, though we are all the way down to the bottom, 2-7. Only 3 games out of first, though. If we could swing some things and these teams continue their losing streaks, it's still up for grabs, somehow. And we could really help ourselves as we have the Browns this week. Then we host the Panthers and then our first Bengals game. So 2 of these next 3 games are very important. And I would love for us to start this one like we did the previous game that we jumped in with the Commanders. We're into plus territory, first drive of the game. As Stallings gets the carry, he will pick up 3. Now that we're in these games, hoping to see again that rotation a little bit more heavy as we did manage the auto subs. Connor in here will take the carry and he will pick up 2. He's already had 6 rushes in this one, leaving us with a 3rd and 5. As they're going to bunch down to the bottom, one up top is Jahan Dotson. Pickett back in shotgun, looking to throw. We pick up the pressure and dump it off. First down to Chig Okonkwo. Gets us down to the 26. Pickett 2 of 3 to start his day, 20 yards in total. As we bring out the 2 tight end set, want a whole lot of these. Jahan Dotson at the top, Godwin down to the bottom. It's Connor with the play action. As we go deep downfield, it is swatted away. We had Godwin in front of the corner. He didn't try to catch it. Not sure how I feel about that. 2nd and 10. We go back to the run game, slip by 1, try to find some space. Not much. He manages 3. We'll need 7 here, or we have to settle for 3. At the 23, a lot of 3s involved here. Pickett down the middle for not number 3, number 1. It's Jahan Dotson. So easy, he's not even going to celebrate. We take the lead. Now, as we jump forward to the start of the second quarter here, we're at the 45 with a 4th and 5. Offense staying out. As we're being aggressive in this one, we would love to take a 2-score lead. As we roll, we get KJ Hamler, who stays in nearly. Got by another round of defenders as Arden Key's shaken up. But that ball nearly picked off, tipped away. Instead, he gets the catch. They do go into review, though he stepped out much earlier. So we're back to the 41 rather than, around the 30. We hand it off to James Conner. A little bit of some ground and pound. He picks up 6. Not sure why the voice went so high on that one, but it is what it is. 2nd and 4. 2 tight ends down the bottom, 2 receivers up top for Pickett. As he goes across the middle, we find Godwin. Tries to lower the shoulder. Not going to bring the boom on White. But he does get his first catch of the game, picking up the 1st down. Keeping with the heavy tight end look, though we do spread 1 receiver either side. Connor down the middle, picked up and carried for a gain of 2 by Russo. Last time we played against the Browns, Russo had, it was 3.5 sacks of 4 for the Browns total that night. Would love to do a much better job as we do not get by 99. A clutch tackle for them, I believe it's Eric Armstead, leaving us with 5 needed here on third. Down to the 22, we spread wide. Throw down to the bottom and through the hands of Jahan Dotson. At the 22 here, I will settle for the field goal attempt. Still a 2-score lead as we're under 5.5 minutes left in the half. Ryland with the field goal attempt, he hits this one. But it would appear that would spark a little something here in the Browns as they are now driving down to the 37. They hand it off. Aaron Jones not gonna get by Aaron Donald. That time, Aaron made the better play. 2nd and 12 following the TFL. They got 2 up top, 2 tight ends down below. Brissett looking to throw. Quick dump off to Smith will gain a few. That is Jonnu Smith's 2nd catch. 6 yards for him as they got a bunch up top, 1 below on 3rd and 9. Brissett looking to throw as we bring the blitz. Pass rush will knock him back. It is for sure this time Gross Matos. As we are now under 2 minutes left before halftime. We have all of our timeouts, but we're starting back deep. I'm going to jump out here, control this drive to make sure we use our time correctly, and it's going to be a pick. Tried to thread the needle into Godwin. It's essentially a huge play for the Browns offense because they're right back out. Those plays across the middle always get me and apparently always get Kenny Pickett as well. At the 22, Browns looking to get some points on the board. They go with the screen. Dennis reads it. Very limited gain of 3. Love seeing that play from the young linebacker. Hopefully he rises well within this challenge. As it's 2nd and 7. Brissett going back to the halfback screen. Jones with a juke as we smack him down. Dennis again there to clean it up. We'll leave him with 2 needed as they are under 30 seconds left. They have not used any of their timeouts left. As they roll, Brissett throws, finding this target. First down goes Bateman. A very clean start here for Jacoby Brissett. 6 of 6 on his throws. 19 seconds left at the 6. As they look to throw, slant caught, gain of about 4. Down to the 2. As they quickly get back to the line, 2 down to the bottom, 1 up top. Looking for another quick throw. Brissett throws out of the back. He might have been able to scramble in. And honestly, that decision works out pretty well for us. 3rd and goal at the 2. Jacoby, quick throw. Bateman, touchdown. He takes the hit, holding on to it. He gets them on the board. But as we jump into the second half, Browns start with possession and they've driven back to the red zone. Trying to quickly tie, if not take the lead here, or not. It's a 1-play pick for us as Aruarie sitting right place, right time. Ball went straight to him. Now both teams have had their unfortunate pick. 4th and 2 as we jump forward here yet again. 30 seconds left in the 3rd at the 46. Looking for a first down. Stallings breaks to the outside. Great blocking downfield from his receivers. A big gain down to the 31. Perfect time here to let this clock start to roll as we are into the 4th quarter. Down close to the end zone. Let's come away with some points as it's a little short, knocked away by 20. Pickett looking for Godwin on that one. Just needed a lot more height to it. Let's get back to the running game. It's got us to this point. As we go, Connor. He gets through 1. Takes the forward push. We'll pick up a gain of 4. All works out pretty well. And it's not Eric Armstead. It's DeForest Buckner. As we have 3rd and 6. Pickett. Brenton Strange. First down. He takes a big hit. A Alohi Gilman to the chin. But it'll bounce right back up, and he actually gets to head to the sideline as we bring out the fullback here. As there's some early movement. Who's it on? They're actually going to get the rookie in Mitchell moving early. So 1st and 15 as we go with a stretch. Connor, good lead block, though a better tackle from Denzel Ward. We'll get back some of the lost yardage, but not all of it. 2nd and 11. Same set, though. I believe we flipped it here. with the 2 receivers down to the bottom. Go with a stretch up top. Look for the cut in. Connor shaking off. Good block there from Cabina, I believe this is the fullback's name. Honestly, I should know my fullback's name a little bit better. 3rd and inches, though. We come out spread empty. Pickett looking to throw. Up top is Hamler. First down, out at the 4. Could have sworn I took out all empty sets on 3rd and short, but apparently one snuck in. 1st and goal as we go with the stretch. We got a lead block. Cabina not quite leading the way for Connor on his 24th carry. Gets us down to the 1. Trying to get us back to a 10-point lead here with 4 minutes and counting. We go with a toss. Cabina picks up 1, but we needed a 2nd. This is at least doing a good job in letting us run some clock as we're inside 3.5 minutes now. We spread 3 down below. We go with a read option. Pickett doesn't cross the plane. That looked extremely close. They're gonna say Tavai got the stop. 4th and goal. This is an awful spotting. First and foremost, offense stays out. Cabina gets stuffed by Buckner. Arden Key shaken up. I would surely love a safety here then. An absolutely great play there from their DT, keeping them alive here. As they go down the middle, Dennis meets Jones, and it's a minimal gain. I'm sure some people would have said, just take the field goal. Makes it to where a touchdown still wins it for him, which is why I didn't go with it. Wanted the touchdown to put it away. We have a 3rd and 1 after Dennis gets the quick tackle on Smith. 3rd, I'm pretty sure I already said 3rd and 1. We got 2 spread either way. I know I didn't say that, and the receiver tripped right before the ball got there. Whether Benford, a little bit of some DPI not called there, that's all on you to decide. But 4th and 1, potentially 4th and game here. As they go with the RPO, quick stop Benford. That trade working out beautifully. We take back over almost inside the 10. And honestly, I feel like that is a very fitting and rewarding situation after getting stuffed on the 1. Connor will take it down to the 7 as the Browns starting to call their timeouts. We're inside 2 minutes left. 2 receivers up top. Connor back down the middle. Working it back down to the 1, though Rasheed Walker shaken up on the play. It'll work as being a free timeout for the Browns. Smith will come in his stead for 3rd and 1. As we go with a stretch up top, though, taking it inside, Connor gives us a 10-point lead and just might have sealed the game in the process. But what could seal it is a stop here from the defense, and by could I mean should. 1st and 10, Brissett jumping up, skying up Jonnu Smith to bring that one in. They've got 2 timeouts, under 1.5 minutes, and they need 10 points to tie. Brissett, once again, waiting, buying time, loading up. We've got a guy downfield who knocks it out of 84's hands. That time it's number 3 in Whitehead. Got the one-on-one with the safety, just couldn't moss him. 2nd and 10. Brissett, quicker throw this time off the mark, intended again for Smith. They have maybe 2 downs left here. 1:05 on the clock at the 39. Jacoby Brissett throws down the sideline, and yeah, sideline is where it lands. Aruwarie sitting in underneath coverage on that one. Leads them to 4th and 10. 2 spread either side. Jacoby Brissett as we bring the blitz. He throws, tipped away Aruwarie to end the game. We've picked up 2 big wins this episode. We need another one against the Panthers and then against the Bengals. That one even more. If we can manage that, we might have started to turn this season around. But consistency would continue to elude this team. 27-19. It's technically a 1-score game, but it would require a touchdown and 2-point to send it into overtime. As we take a look here, Kenny Pickett not one of his worst days, and Sean Clifford did actually throw a pass in this one, and it was caught for 16 yards. Running the ball, pretty solid day from Connor. Singletary, not too bad. Kenny Pickett did have a rushing touchdown, so 2 touchdowns from him. And it didn't look like we actually got much of any other carries for our backup running backs, which was strange. Receiving wise, Chris Godwin, a pretty good game. Campbell had a good one as well. Garanquo back in the end zone. But it's surprisingly another game where Brenton Strange has no catches. Neither does KJ Hamler. And defensively, there was just a lot of play happening in the backfield, though it looks like a good chunk of that is actually for our opponents. Sack-wise, we didn't even get a single one of those. But positive news, Ryland actually hit all of his field goals. So where does that put us moving forward? Well, we still have 6 games left. Next up is the Bengals, of which we are 3 games behind. If we get a win in this game, I think there's a chance in which we'll go through another episode here, season 2. If we don't, we're going to start jumping ahead and seeing if we can make something happen, because we face the Bengals this week and in week 18, which could be decision day. Now, as we jump in for our first play here, we're about midway through the first quarter with a 4th and 4 at the 47. We're spreading wide. We got trips to the left, Dotson lone to the right. Just need to pick up the first down here as we go Chig in the flat. He's going to pick up the first down, turning up the sideline, though Rashid Walker shaken up on the play. Hopefully he could get back out there quickly. Injuries continue to pop up for us throughout our time here this year. We might need a new trainer heading into next year. But we go Connor with some open space. He gets by the first 2 levels, though not getting by the third. But it's a big gain before James Jr. meets him as we spread empty thereafter. Pickett looking to throw, dump off across the middle. It is caught, but a flag is down. And it looks like this one is coming back. Once again, a penalty on rookie guard Mitchell makes it 1st and 20, which we bring out the 2 tight ends set. Connor down the middle. It's a good cut. Unfortunately, it's only a gain of 2. Well, I do have to say, offense has ran pretty well while we've been in these games. Obviously, playbook's not exactly going to play as big of a part in just straight up sim games. 2nd and 18, make it 3rd and 2 following the big run right down the gut. But with the custom playbook, as I was talking about, with these straight sim through games, I think it just uses the true playbooks, which we have Baltimore selected. So might need to make a couple changes to some of those to try to help swing those non-watched games. But Okonkwo, as he takes a swing pass, he picks up the first down for us as we're inside the 15 here. Tight single back set. Connor, good block, gets us down to around the 5. Once again, James Jr. meets him. 2 big tackles from him early in this game. Leaves us with a 2nd and 1 as Stallings checks in. Run down the middle, cuts, tries to sidestep 2 more, but he's dropped down at the 1 for 1st and goal. Connor will come back out. He's got Cabina in front of him. 1 receiver either side, matching up against the goal line set. As it's Connor with a cut and into the end zone. We take the lead against the Bengals. But now with the opportunity to double our advantage as we're into the 2nd quarter. We're down to the 33 with a shotgun set. Pickett RPO. We've got Godwin. Spins off of 1, though not going to get by 33. It's a gain of 4. Kenny Pickett 6 of 8 on the day as we come out following with 2 up top, 1 down below. Inside the 30, another RPO read. Much better that time by the Bengals. Douglas puts a big hit there in on Okonkwo. He can't squeeze it. 3rd and 6 to either side as Pickett looks to throw to the flat. First down gain, Godwin bumped out at the 20. Like the versatility and the variety that we've seen from the offense already in this one. A little bit of some play action for Pickett as he fakes the spin. I don't know what that was all about. It's knocked out by Gay. And with that, we'll change up the look from there. Goes single back set, under center, tight look, though Pickett making some sort of check at the line. We'll look to throw, though pass rush gets through the guard. Or actually check that it was the center who gave it up. 3rd and 14, empty set for Kenny Pickett. Looking to air out the ball, down to the bottom and through the hands of KJ Hamler. We'll have to settle for the field goal attempt then. Ryland kicking this one from the 31. It's a 41-yarder to put us up by 10, and it's good. And so far the defense has continued some dominant play today. We've got a chance to find a 3rd score here before halftime. As we throw up top, jumping up is Okonkwo, bringing it in. We're down to the 28. Inside a minute now. We have 2 timeouts remaining. Looking for the end zone. We could take a field goal. Obviously, we'd prefer the first. As it's 4th and 6. Throw is picked off. That's neither of what I was saying. This looked like maybe they weren't on the same page, but it's Rasul Douglas getting the pick. 42 seconds for the Bengals. Madden always loves its shenanigans pre-halftime. Maybe we'll have that here, depending on what Watson and the Bengals offense can do. Quick throw, getting by the first tackle, just shed that like it was no problem. First timeout called. 37 seconds left. As they're at the 36, that was almost perfect. Watson looking to throw. Across the middle, through the hands of number 7. Could not tell you who that is, though I know it's not Bateman. I feel like we had this discussion in a previous episode. Sounds familiar at least. Watson not going to get away, but was caught that time by number 7. An immediate timeout followed. Juju Smith-Schuster. Yep, that sounds familiar. 3rd and 5. Watson throws down to the bottom. Open target, might be field goal range for Ward. 26, an awkward number for a tight end, especially from a fantasy draft. You could have had any number. 1st and 10, 2 spread either side. Watson in the pocket, nearly picked off by Dennis. If he was able to keep that one, it could have been 6. 21 seconds left here. Bengals have 1 timeout remaining. Back to the 2 spread. We send the blitz. Watson downfield, throwing it away. He started 6 of 14. And by the way that they're throwing, it doesn't seem like they're in field goal range. They feel uncomfortable, though, driving that one in. They got Jamar Chase as they call their timeout with 11 seconds left. And they will settle for the field goal attempt to make sure they get on the board here before halftime. It is up and through. As we get into the second half, it's a good start for the Bengals as Mike Hilton picks off Pickett. They start at the 41. This is a prime opportunity to try to level this game here early in the second half. As it's a play action pass here from Watson. He loads up deep downfield and swatted away. Benford and help there to break that one up. We got 2nd and 10 then. 2 up top, 1 down below is Jamar Chase, though they hand this one off with some space down the middle. Nearly breaking away goes Rachaad White. Cansey, luckily for us, gets the tackle, leaving them with 5 needed here on 3rd. As they look to throw, Watson going downfield. He's got his target down inside the 10. Goldberg with the big play, setting him up, goal to go. As they come out with a single back set, going back to White, down the middle. We'll actually pick up a decent little gain there, especially considering how it looked all clogged up at the beginning. 2nd and goal now. Watson will step up. He's looking for a lane, and he found it. Tied ball game here in the 3rd. And this is where we need to answer. Into plus territory. Offense has driven. 2 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. A little bit of some play action. Kenny Pickett stepping up to run. He's got some space. He takes more hits than he needed to. He could have just slid down there. We all know he at least knows how to fake slide, just actually do it. 2nd and 2, we come out with all of our tight ends. Look for a weak side run, but dumped in the backfield by Clark. Absolutely phenomenal play. Leaves it 3rd and 5 at the 34. We got 2 up top, 1 down below. Kenny Pickett in the pocket, thrown across the middle, though it's behind Godwin. Now, do we trust our kicker here? It's a 51-yarder, and he's missed a lot of attempts. offense will stay out. Hard count, no one jumps. Pickett just needs 5. As they bring a little bit of some pressure, we will dive forward. Why not slide? You had the first down, Kenny Pickett. Come on, man. He's always got to be giving us problems. Bengals looking to capitalize off of it as we're into the 4th quarter now. 2nd and inches. White is stuffed. Aaron Donald. He knows that this game really is the catalyst to our season. Makes it 3rd and 3. Tight look here. They go with a stretch down to the bottom. Really good blocking, but Gross Matos peels off right the very last second. 4th and 1. They will bring out the field goal unit to try to take their first lead of the game here. This one from about the 44. It is good by Tucker. Now we've got some work to do, and I'm stepping out here with the offense to run it as we need it to be ran. Connor down the middle will fight for 2 as Dorrance Armstrong shaken up on the play. Right now we need to take control of this game. That means run the offense how we want to run it and run some clock in the process. Connor down the middle. He spins off of 2 more, keeping those legs moving. A great run, getting us up to the 43. After those runs, taking those hits, we'll let him head to the sideline for a breather. Stallings in at running back. It's a heavy set for us. As we go down the middle, we'll pick up another 4. The ideal situation for us is to take up all the time, drive down the field, and find a touchdown. Field goal is the necessity for us. We need to at least tie this game, as it looked like Stallings was about to get the first. Edmonds with a clutch tackle. It'll leave us needing at least 3 more as they are stacking the box here. We're going to look for a quick throw. Dump off across the middle. Okonkwo holds on to it. That was a big time catch for us here, keeping our drive alive. As we're under 3 minutes left here, Connor back in. He's going to pick up another 4. His 25th carry, 144 yards. He continues to be this team's main guy, at least offensively. As we have a little bit of an RPO, we will keep it. Get a block from the tight end, Jesse James, not so much. Though Greg Gaines injured on the play. And with a slightly weakened interior of this defensive line, we'll bring out Stallings. Some ground and pound as it opens up. He follows his blocks. Pulled back, but we're down inside the 25 as the 2-minute warning hits. As mentioned, we're trying to run this our way, and so far we have done just that. Look for the weak side stretch, pick up some blocks. Needed a little bit more there. I could have sprung, but it does have us to the red zone. As we're about 1.5 minutes left. Keep with the heavy look. A little bit of some play action roll. Coming across, we got our guy Godwin to take the lead. It'll be up to the defense to secure the win, but we pull in front, 1:30 on the clock. With the point after, it makes it a touchdown game. Field goal does them no good. It's going to come down to Watson, the receivers, and some blocking as Aaron Donald plus Cansey hit home. A loss of 7 will make things far more harder here for the Bengals. As we're back again, Cansey lone to get the sack. 3rd and 23. As they call their first timeout, they're backed up at the 12. One quick rush, Gross Matos comes in. Cansey plus 92 is, I want to say, Abdullah Anderson or Amir? And it's Anderson, I can tell you that. 4th and 26. Can we get a 4th straight? No. Watson gets a pass out. Caught out of bounds. We take over at the 9 to polish off the game. Set to take the knee, Kenny Pickett will give us that win we needed. And that means we'll have one more episode here at least. For season 2, we pick up the massive dub over the Bengals at their own house. If we put things together as we need to next episode, this division now even more in reach. So next time out, we will face the Eagles, Colts, Steelers, Broncos, and yet again, that Bengals team. We're down 2 games in division, so we have to do what we have not really been able to do this year and put a winning streak together. We've put together losing streaks. We got to put that behind us. We got to come ready to play, especially the Steelers and Bengals games. Those have to be wins. We've got to pick up wins outside of the division, but the playoffs are in reach. We'll need some help along the way, but our best team right now in division, they're the Bengals, who are at 500. We are at 4-8. Winning out, I think, would probably ensure our spot into the playoffs, but it really has to be the division, especially when you look at the entire AFC and see that there are 2 teams with 2 losses at the top. AFC East and AFC South. So it's really going to come down to divisional play for us. So we got to make sure that we come ready to play next time. So make sure you do not miss it. This series every single Tuesday and Thursday. So it's going to be a little bit until then. Make sure you guys hit the sub button, either button down below or that bear icon in the bottom right. And definitely tap the bell icon so you're notified of when any of my videos get posted. We also have the Panthers traditional franchise every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So we'll be back there tomorrow as we got some quarterback controversy, some things to sort out there as well. But this was a big episode for us. We started to really see those things take place that we need to. And with every single one of these games important for us next time, we'll probably be jumping into each and every one of them. So we'll see you then as our playoffs are on the lines.
How it's supposed to feel.